sideways. Hold on. There we go. I got to reset this. Dang, 4,000 on already. So I'm going to have to hold this up here. Let me get who I need on here. Hold on, everybody. I'm waiting for Dr. Go live with. For Dr. Murthy to join. It's going to be a really interesting conversation. So we're going to answer all your questions about COVID-19 and vaccinations and the whole 9 yards. Okay. Dr. Murthy, if you're out there, if you could resend your join request. Okay, sorry everybody, sorry for the delay. I will be right back up on here. I'm waiting for the U.S. Surgeon General to join so we can talk about COVID. Sorry for all the delays, everybody. Hopefully I'll get that request here in a second. I just sent a request to him. Let's do that again. And okay, so while we're waiting, I'm just going to answer some questions because why not? Let's see. First question is, did I get the vaccine? And the answer is yes, absolutely, 100%. And I got the Moderna vaccine and no problems at all, except for a little bit of a sore arm. My daughter, 17-year-old daughter, got the Johnson & Johnson one-shot vaccine. She was tired for a day, and that was about it. And then my 14-year-old just got it, and she's waiting for her second shot next week. And so she got the Pfizer. And so we're full family, fully vaccinated. So I think it's the right thing to do. It keeps them safe, keeps me safe, keeps everybody in our community safe. I just think it's the right thing to do. Let's see what other questions we got. Question came up, how am I keeping positive every day? Why not be positive? I mean, look, there's a lot of challenges in life, particularly right now. But at the same time, getting the vaccine gave me a lot more confidence. It just takes a lot of the stress off. Just knowing that, you know, there's a far better chance, 95% plus chance that, you know, I'm not going to have any problems. My family's not going to have any problems. My friends, the Mavs. So I'm a big fan of getting fully vaccinated. And I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's the right thing for the country to do. Next question. Just a little bit off subject, but how is Delante West? Delante's doing great. He's still down in Florida working at Rebound, the facility, and he's been doing amazing things. So he's had some ups and downs like anybody would, but I'm really proud of him and I'm excited for him and I'm excited for where he's going. He's just a good guy with some challenges that's working hard and he's really fighting his way through it. Next question. Okay. A lot of Dogecoin questions. I'm not going to be able to answer those, but did I get Pfizer or Moderna? I got Moderna and had really no problems at all except for a sore arm, and I'm good with that. I'll take a sore arm all day, every day. Let's see what else we got. So here's an interesting question. How do I feel about business owners who don't agree with the vaccine? Look, you know, a lot of respects, getting the vaccine is a personal choice. Everybody's got to make their own decision. But like I've said to friends of mine, it's okay to be afraid. It is scary. I don't think anybody who's gone to get the vaccine hasn't had at least a little moment of doubt or uncertainty. That's just natural. But at the same time, there's really nothing to be afraid of. It's you know, mRNA vaccines have been around for years. And look, the same, you have to ask yourself, why would you, if you're afraid of the vaccine, the question becomes, why would you take any medication? Why would you take any supplement? The testing for all relatively new medications goes through the exact same process. And so the FDA approval, even with the emergency authorization, the FDA approval for all medications is pretty much the same. So those people who are doubting it, saying it hasn't been around long enough, if there was a medication that could save your life, that could make you safer, why wouldn't you take it? I mean, you know, and if you're worried about the length of time it's been around, there's been hundreds of millions of people who have taken the vaccine. And sure, there are going to be cases where people catch it after having gotten the vaccine, but the severity of the case is dramatically reduced. And there are cases where the vaccine is because it's 95% effective, that's not 100%. And when you give it to hundreds of millions of people, there's going to be a lot of examples of people who catch COVID after having had the vaccine. But at the same time, no medication is 100% effective. There are always going to be, let me put it a different way. There's a reason why there's fine print for every medication that you take. There are warnings. There are indications of other medications that might not work with. And so you have to be very careful. So yeah, it's smart to do your homework. It's smart to understand what's involved. But at the same time, it's the right thing to do. It's the smart thing to do to take the vaccine. I'm going to try again to see where the Surgeon General is. And see if there's a request here. Maybe I missed them because I got so many requests to join. If you're not the Surgeon General, please don't request to join. Let's see if you're out there. Huh. Okay, well, so much for that. Let's see what else we got in terms of questions. If you got other questions for me, I want to start with keep with the vaccine for right now, and then we'll go to Mavs and Shark Tank and other things afterwards. Question, are the Mavs all NBA teams all vaxxed? The Mavs are, the way the NBA judges it, whether a team is fully vaxxed, is when more than 85% of people have gotten the vaccination. And the Mavs are well beyond that 85% hurdle. So, the take-up's been very, very good. I'm proud of our guys, proud of our staff. Everybody's taking it. I think it's just really a smart thing to do, and it's worked out well. And, the better part about it, because such an increasing percentage of people have been able to get vaccinated, we've been able to open up the arena now. We had 17,000 fans at the American Airlines Center. It was just incredible. And all that is because of the vaccine. How will the vaccinations affect testing protocols? I don't have an answer for that. I can tell you, it seems like a contradiction. I've been fully vaccinated and I'm still getting tested as part of the NBA protocols, but that's what happens when not everybody's been vaccinated. We still have to be tested. We still want to protect those people, even if they don't want to protect themselves. Great question. Did I question the vaccine at first? Of course I did. I question everything. There's nothing I don't question fully. But at the same time, it's really a question of understanding what the risk and the reward is. The risk, obviously, we saw with more than 500,000 deaths in this country. People were dying or friends were getting sick. I've had friends, one friend die, another friend get very sick. And it's not something we want to see. And so obviously I was rooting for the vaccine. And the more I read about it, the more I understood it, the more the data was released, the more I understood it. And when it was approved for emergency use, the minute I was eligible, I was there getting my vaccination. I recognize that it's 95%, give or take, effective, and that doesn't mean that you absolutely cannot catch it, but it does mean if you do catch it, that the severity is going to be very limited. And so that was good enough for me, good enough for my family, my extended family. I think it's critically important. And I'm also proud of this country, the fact that we were able to implement the vaccinations And now we're past more than 50% of adults having had at least one shot. That's critically important. And we went from really struggling compared to the rest of the world to truly reestablishing ourselves as a leader. And I think that's important. I think it's a point of pride for the United States, and I'm excited that we are making that progress. Am I concerned that some people think they have natural immunity, which is crazy? There is no such thing. Yes. Am I concerned that people think that there's some plot behind it? Yes. Am I concerned that some people, it's political and that's why they won't take it? Yes, because I think that holds us all back. It's amazing to me that people will take medications and not read the small print, not realizing that there's risk in any medication that you take, but they absolutely won't take the vaccine. That makes absolutely zero sense to me. Let's see what other questions we have. Okay. Now we'll even ask some. Let's see, wait, sorry about that. Someone asked how Dirk is doing. Dirk is doing great. Just talked to him yesterday. What did I dream about last night? I'm not a big dreamer when it comes to sleep dreams. I just dream about the future. And I hope that vaccination is part of it. Someone asked, what's the long-term impact of vaccines? Vaccines have been around a long time. mRNA vaccines have been around, a decade. I'm not the ultimate expert. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the Surgeon General on here, but I encourage everybody to read up on them and truly, read the studies if you're inclined to do so. Read the research to show that they're truly effective. Let's see what else we got. I'll take a few more questions, and I'll apologize to everybody for the Surgeon General not being able to make it. Somebody here, where we go. Somebody said that I'm allergic and have had anaphylactic responses to several other vaccines and boosters. For those of us who have been informed not to take it, what does the future look like for us besides being shunned? Well, I don't think you're going to be shunned, at least I hope not. But I'd strongly encourage that you encourage your friends and family who don't have that risk criteria to get vaccinated so that it's less likely that you're going to catch COVID. It's unfortunate some people do have reactions to different types of vaccines and are allergic, have different types of allergies. So definitely talk to your doctor and definitely encourage your friends and family and your community to get vaccinated. Let's see, what else do we got here? Lots of questions. Sorry, I can't just go through all of them. Do I think there's too much false information about vaccines right now? Absolutely, positively. There's a lot of garbage out there in terms of information. There's a ton of misinformation. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, including this, is not your best source of information. Really, really, really go out and do your research from the actual studies and research that's out there. If you're getting your information from memes, you're doing it wrong. Okay, now I'll try to answer some fun questions for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll call it a day. Am I excited for the Mavs still? Yes, absolutely. You still got to win 4 games. We won the first 2, lost the second 2, but we're still in this series. It's going to be a great series. We actually play better on the road for some reason, so we'll see what happens when we get to LA and play tomorrow. I promise you, it's going to continue to be a great series, and I'm really, really excited for the Mavs. Let's see, what else do we got here? How's Luca feeling? Luca, I talked to him last night. He said he's feeling a whole lot better. Can you drink alcohol after getting the vaccine? I wouldn't suggest it in the day or two afterwards, but yes, it doesn't change anything. You can still drink alcohol. Let's see. When do we start shooting Shark Tank again? We start shooting Shark Tank again next month for season 13. So make sure to tune in on Friday nights on ABC. We're still going strong, which is amazing to me, but it's still a lot of fun. I just love doing the show. It sends the message that the American dream is alive and well. You can start a business in the middle of a pandemic. You can build a business at the middle of a pandemic. And now coming out of the pandemic, I think, business is just going to get even better. Let me see what else we got here. What do I think about the kids getting vaccination? I'm a fan. As soon as the emergency use authorization is approved for kids under 12, then my 11-year-old will be getting it. Do I get nervous a little bit? Yeah, I get nervous anytime my kids go to the doctor. Anytime my kids take any type of medication, anytime I take any medication, my wife takes any medication, anybody takes any medication, there's always a little bit of a risk. But at the same time, it's been proven and it's effective and it works and it's the right thing to do. And everybody wants me to talk about Dogecoin. Well, the Mavs are still taking Dogecoin and it's still going strong. I'm not going to do any price predictions, but I still like it. I think what makes Doge special is the community behind it. And a lot of people, when they look at Dogecoin, they underestimate the impact and the power of the community. As long as it keeps on going strong, so will Dogecoin. Let's see. Let's get up. There's anything else here? Here's a fun question. How much does Mavrello love MFFLs? Mavrello loves every single Mavs fan for life that there possibly is and possibly will be, and we love Mavrello. And if you don't know who Mavrello is, you can search for it, probably on Twitter or Instagram. That's the best place to do it. Let's see. Let's see if I can find one last question. Oh, here's a question. Are you going back to 100% soon at the American Airlines Center? Well, we were at 17,100 these past 2 games, and I anticipate those numbers going up. Our capacity is 19,200, so we're really, really close. And that's a testament to all the people taking the vaccine. And for those of you who haven't and think, well, see, everything's going back to normal, please don't take that attitude, because there's a difference between getting close and being all the way back and not having to worry about it. Right now, everybody has to still worry about COVID, and it's a challenge for all of us. We still have to be safe. We still have to take precautions, and that's going to continue if we all don't all of us who are capable of being vaccinated, get vaccinated. Okay, let me find the last question. Do I still wear a mask out? Yes, if I'm indoors, I wear a mask. If I'm outdoors, I don't wear a mask. If I'm at a location that requires masks to be worn, I wear my mask. There's a transition period where, you still want people to feel confident and comfortable. And if somebody, maybe someone can't get vaccinated because they're allergic for whatever reason, maybe somebody just hasn't had the confidence, they've been afraid. I have a friend I play basketball with who's just afraid of getting vaccinated. And so I'll wear a mask when I see him. He may not think he needs to be protected, but he does. And so I'll do it as a favor to him. And so I'll end with first apologizing that we couldn't hook up with the Surgeon General. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do it again. And second, if you haven't gotten vaccinated, please do. It's important. It's patriotic. Why is it patriotic? because you're helping the entire country get back to normal. We're asking you to do something that, maybe isn't 100% comfortable to everybody, but doing the right thing isn't always 100% comfortable. And when you're not sure, do your homework, find out the facts. And when you read the facts, you'll see that getting vaccinated is the right thing to do for you, for your family, and for our country. Thanks, everybody. Go Mavs, get vaccinated, and hopefully I'll get to talk to everybody soon.